Okay, expression of concentrations of solutions. So it is necessary to express the concentration of solutions. So whatever the solution it may have, the solution have compulsory the concentration. For example, when we mix NaCl with the water molecule, there is the formation of NaCl solution. So when we mix hydrochloric acid with the water molecule, there is the formation of HCl solution. So what is the concentration of solution is it is. So to express the concentration of particular solution, we have mainly two types of the methods. The first expression is called as qualitative expression and the second one is called as quantitative expressions. So by using these two methods we have to express the concentration of solutions. So first one is the qualitative expression. So in the qualitative expression we are going to express only the solution may be dilute or may be concentrated solution. So by using this method we have to find out the concentration of solution, whether it is a dilute solution or whether it is a concentrated solution. So dilute solution may have less amount of solute and large amount of the solvent. Concentrated solution is having large amount of solute as well as a small amount of solvent. So those are the expressions for the concentrations by the qualitative expression. One is the dilute and another one is the concentrated solution. So in the dilute, solute is very low, solvent is high. In the concentrated, solute is high and the solvent is low. And the second expression is called as quantitative expression. So quantitatively we have to express the concentration of particular solution is nothing but molarity, normality, mole fraction as well as molality. So these are the four expressions which are purely the chemical methods. And the next one is mass percentage and volume percentage, mass by volume percentage, and last one is ppm. So elaboratedly ppm is also called as parts per million. Okay, these are the methods which are come under the category physical methods. So by using the physical and the chemical methods we have to express the concentration of particular solution. So we are going to briefing the session separately. Okay, let's start with the expression of concentration of solution is nothing but molarity. So what is the definition of molarity? So molarity is defined as the number of moles of solute which is present in 1 liter solution. So the quantity is very important. Number of moles of solute present in 1 liter of the solution. So the molarity formula written as M equal to number of moles of solute by volume of solution in liters. Okay, that is the formula. So what is the example? For example, 0.25 mHCl. Okay, that is the expression. So 0.25 mHCl, that means there is the presence of 0.25 moles of HCl in what is the volume of the solution? 1 liter. So the 1 liter of solution is having 0.25 moles of hydrochloric acid. And the second one is called as molality. So this is different. First one is the molarity and the second one is the molality. So the molality is nothing but number of moles of solute which is present in 1 kg of the solution. In the molarity there is the presence of 1 liter of solution and in the molality there is the presence of 1 kg of the solution. So in the definition in so what is the formula of molality? M equal to number of moles of solute by mass of the solvent in kgs. Here we are not considering the volume because liters volume expressed in liters and mass expressed in kgs. So number of moles of solute present in 1 kg of the solution. So we have to express in the terms of mass. So number of moles of solute by mass of the solvent, that is the formula of molality. What is the best example? 1 mole kg inverse KCl, that means 1 1 mole KCl which is present in 1 kg of solvent to produce the 1 molar of KCl solution. And next one is normality. Normality is nothing but number of gram equivalents of solute which is present in 1 liter. So there is no molecular weight here. There is the presence of gram equivalent weights. So generally, mathematically, we have to divide the molecular weight of the substance with 2, then we will get the equivalent weight. Okay, that is the common method. And the last one is called as mole fraction. So mole fraction is nothing but number of parts of the components which is present in all components. Okay, that is called as mole fraction. Mole fraction is nothing but number of parts of component by total parts of component. Okay, that is the formula of mole fraction. So already we know that every solution is having minimum of two components. For example, when we consider the binary solution is exhibit two types of component. One is component A and next one is component B. So out of the two components, so how can we express the mole fraction of component A? The mole fraction of component A is expressed as XA and the mole fraction of component B is expressed as XB. So when we express the mole fraction of component number A, so what is the formula? XA equal to Na by Na plus Nb. So in this expression, Na is nothing but number of parts of component A and divided by Na plus Nb. There is the total components because there is the binary solution. So for component B, what is the mole fraction? So for component B, mole fraction Xb equal to Nb by Na plus Nb. Here Nb is nothing but component B. Number of moles of component B by Na plus Nb, that means total parts of the component. Here also we have taken the binary solution which exhibit mainly two components A and B. Okay, this is called as mole fraction. Next we are moving towards the mass percentage and volume percentage, mass by volume percentage as well as parts per million. Now when we observe the mass percentage, first of all, mass percentage is nothing but mass of the component in the solution divided by mass of the solution into 100. Okay, this is called as mass percentage. What is the example of mass percentage? For example, 10 percentage of glucose solution. So the 10 percentage of glucose solution is expressed nothing but the 10 grams of the glucose which is present in 90 grams of the solution. So both are combined together to produce the 100 grams of the solution, which is called as mass percentage. Now the second one is called as volume percentage. Volume percentage is nothing but volume of component divided by volume of solution into 100. So here we are going to consider only volumes, but in case of the mass percentage we have considered only masses. So the best example of volume percentage is nothing but 10 percentage of ethanol solution. So the 10 percentage of ethanol solution is nothing but there is the presence of 10 ml of ethanol in the 90 ml of the water or some other solvent it may be. So both are combined together to produce the 10 percentage of ethanol. This is expressed in terms of volume. And third one is called as mass by volume percentage. So this is nothing but mass of the solute which is present in 100 ml of the solution, which is called as mass by volume percentage. And the last one is called as parts per million. So sometimes this is also called as ppm. ppm is expressed as number of parts of components divided by total parts of components into 10 to the power of the 6. So by using this formula we have to express the concentration of particular solution in terms of ppm. So ppm is the expression which is generally used to measure the level of pollutant in the water or the solid or the CO2 or the air. For example, environment or the air which is consisting of 0.1 ppm of CO2, soil that is having 0.1 ppm of the nitrogen, water that is having 0.1 ppm of oxygen. So in order to identify the concentration of the particular components in the trace quantities or in the minute quantities, we are using the expression that is nothing but parts per million.